So Gravlax, I was going to do a video about this at Christmas, but I chickened out, and I'm probably going to chicken out this time as well. So here's our salmon. Got it from Aldi a couple of days ago. So £22, £21.59. This is the container lasagna dish that I'm going to put it in, and then that's going to go on top, and then like any cans or bottles or whatever will go on there to weigh it down. So because I've got this amount of distance, that's how much fillet I can cut. I've pre-chopped my dill. I've got some sugar. I think I only like making Gravlax is about the only thing I use this sugar for, because several years ago I went on a ketogenic diet, then I switched to carnivore, and at the moment I'm not on any diet. I just eat what I fancy, which isn't really going all that well. Got a Pro Cook store in a designer outlet, so that's where I got this fish filleting knife from. And I've also got a here it is. This is like a knife for slicing ham. So after I've made the Gravlax, I can use this to slice the fish away from the skin. I haven't really got anywhere to set up the phone in here because all the surfaces I've got stuff on them. So I'm just going to press the pause button and maybe show you where I am later on. The first thing is going to be a bit messy, so I'm going to undo the packet, wash the fish, because it's got like this juice here which doesn't look very nice, and then if it's got any scales on it or not, try and scrape them off because they get everywhere. And then the first thing I'll do is the fins along the back there and the spine. I'll cut those off first, and then I'll get to work with the filleting knife, taking my two fillets, being as close to the bone as I can, and then will come a very messy job in that I'll try and remove as many of the small bones from the fillets as possible, but I'll be using my fingers rather than actually have any device for it. But it's not ideal, but there you go. So that's pretty much all you need to know about making Gravlax. You can keep it for about a week before you start eating it, but 2 or 3 days is sufficient. The salt will and the sugar, that after 2 or 3 days they'll have actually drawn out a lot of the moisture. The Scandinavians themselves, when I've read their comments on YouTube, they seem to mix the dill, the sugar and the salt together in a pre-mix and use that on the fish, but I tend to add them separately because then I can sort of like know how much sugar or how much salt or whatever I'm putting in. I tend to overdo the dill, so that's 2 packs of dill from Aldi, which was a bit of a surprise. I was at Aldi shopping for something else, and then when I checked the dill, they actually had dill, which was surprised me, because normally I get dill either from Asda or from the ethnic shop around the corner. But because I thought it was only a small amount of dill, I bought 2 packs. So once again, I'll tend to do too much dill as well. But I like eating the dill, so when I eat the Gravlax, I'll rather than scraping the dill away, I'll just eat that as well. Okay, so I'll just get to work, but you won't see the gory details. Okay, so I've got the 2 fillets and they're about the same size as the lasagna container. That's the top one, that's a bit messy at the moment. So, and because I was cutting it down to size, I've got a couple of small salmon fillets there. and that's the rest of the salmon. I suppose I could actually make some fish fertiliser, but I haven't actually got the lacto-acto-bacto. Um, that's the best way of making it. So we're not doing fish fertiliser. So I'll put that in the oven later. So the thing to do now is clean this area up here, clear it away, put a layer of cling film down, and then start putting the dill, sugar and salt on the 2 fillets. So they'll be right way round like that, and then wrapped together. Is a moot point about how much of the curing material you put on the outside, so does it go through the skin or not. So I do a little bit anyway, even though I don't know whether it's permeable or impermeable, or whether permeable and impermeable are the same word or not. So I'll just get on with the next stage now. So all together now in your best Geordie accent, which I can't do. I'm no good at accents. Right, job's a good one. So I need to wash the top bit first. Put that on. Put it in the fridge. So I've got some lamb left over, so I might use this shelf. And then my cans of energy drink, I can use those to help weigh it down, squash it out. I don't know whether the cling film's actually necessary. I sort of think it like helps it to stew in its own juices. Although even if you do it for that reason, the juice, the brine, tends to somehow work its way out of the cling film anyway. But I use the cling film. I don't know, maybe it's less messy. Although there is a fair amount of mess about the place. Okay, so that's it.